Good afternoon, staff and students of St. Thomas Academy. The book we are about to unveil to you had very humble beginnings. Thanks to countless hours of work by the editors, but mostly Mr. Giroux, we have been able to produce a 2016 KDET. We'd like to thank everyone who directly helped with the yearbook, such as teachers who gave us rosters, and for our underappreciated staff, but mostly, we'd like to thank you, the STA community, for giving us something we would be able to capture the memories of. Although we have had an incredible sports season with the football state tournament, soccer state tournament, swimming state tournament, and the wrestling state tournament, our real legacy doesn't come from that. This book's legacy, our class's legacy, is the bonds that hold us together. This year's KDET is dedicated to a person who greatly exemplifies the four pillars of STA. He's a distinguished alumnus of the Academy who has gone on to dedicate everything he has to his students, to us. The man who this yearbook is dedicated to was selected nearly unanimously by the class of 2016. He represents the strength of our academy in these tough times, where we, as students of St. Thomas Academy, come together to be the best we can be to be ourselves, and most importantly, to others. This year's book is dedicated to Mr. Tom Klein.
You got my good side. That's a good picture. Thank you. I am humbled by this honor and indeed want to thank everyone in this room and especially the senior class for what you've given and what you've meant to me personally. Today's an interesting day in terms of what this community represents. And as I look around the room, what I see is a lot of strong people. Tragedy is going to come and be a part of our lives. It's going to come repeatedly. But the strength of your character is defined about how you react to it, how you come together, how as a community you can stand tall and you can support those when they need support. You can help those. Everyone in this room right now, for today, upon hearing what's happened, hasn't been consumed with thoughts of their own needs. They've been thinking about somebody else. And in that regard, you're taking another step towards what being a man is. It's about others. It's about consideration of others. It's about what can I do to help somebody when they're down. Your character is going to develop over time, and it's going to be outstanding because right now you're learning very hard lessons about life. When I taught up until last year, I know you guys prided yourselves on getting me off track. There was a purpose for that, whether you know it or not, because in those discussions where we talked about life and we talked about things that happened and things that mattered and things that were important, you developed and grew. It wasn't just about history. It's not just about math. Okay? It's not just about the day-to-day things. We get caught up in the day-to-day and we forget the bigger things. And the bigger things are that you have power and strength beyond your imagination. I've felt it. It's been a part of this. Being a part of this community, I've felt it. My family has felt it. And now you're getting called upon to help another. And I couldn't be prouder of a group of young men that are up to the challenge. You know, Those were some of the best times that I would have when I would talk to you and we would discuss what is it like to be a man, what's important. What is it about being selfless and about caring about others that is a key component of what we should be, what we should strive to be. You know, I always I have a very good friend, Father Jack Long. Father Jangdahl knows him real well. And he and I, every year we send each other, we try and find the best parables to send each other as kind of a running joke. And I never really cared for the footprints in the sand parable. I thought it was a little corny. I thought, well, you know, but then I thought about it. And everybody knows the parable about the 2 footprints in the sand and walking with Jesus and looking back and saying, hey, how come there's only 1 set of footprints during some of those times? The reality is that Jesus would say, because I was carrying you. The truth is you have a friend that you now have the opportunity to be Jesus-like too. You have the opportunity to pick him up. Today's not about me. I'm blessed and honored to be a part of this community. And I know that's maybe a strange thing to say, but I'm blessed to have you all in my lives. Of you all in my life. You have a chance to be Jesus-like. You have a chance to step up and support a friend. And I know you will. And when, at the end of the day, you all make me proud. And I couldn't be more humbled and honored and accept this. This is amazing. Thank you so much.